just watched one of the most extreme flash floods in NYC's modern history. This isn't just a story of rain. It's a warning. It's a mirror. It's your street, your school, your family. If we don't act now, share this video. Tell someone. Prepare your home. And never underestimate the power of nature or the power of people who rise above it. New York City has endured blackouts, hurricanes, terrorist attacks, and now climate-driven flash floods. And every time, it gets back up. In the days following the storm, shelters opened in schools, churches, and rec centers. Volunteers brought blankets, food, diapers, dry clothes. Firefighters pumped out basements for free. There's resilience in every borough. There's strength in strangers helping strangers. And there's a lesson, not just for New York, but for every city on Earth. The storms are changing. Our systems must change faster. If you live in a flood-prone area, here are the steps experts recommend. Build a go-bag, water, flashlight, cash, phone charger, medications, ID copies. Sign up for alerts. NYC Emergency Management offers real-time updates. Know your flood zone. FEMA.gov has interactive maps. Create a communication plan. Know who you'll call, where you'll meet. Never drive through floodwaters. 1 foot of water can carry away a car. Mayor Eric Adams declared a state of emergency by 7:30 p.m., deploying all available emergency personnel. But critics say the response was reactive, not preventive. New York has invested over $2 billion in flood mitigation, including seawalls, green roofs, and storm surge barriers. But many projects remain unfinished, underfunded, or caught in political red tape. Meanwhile, lawsuits are now pending against federal budget cuts that removed $325 million from the BRIC program, a key funding source for disaster prevention in cities like New York. The message from advocates is clear. We can't wait. We need resilient cities now. More than 100,000 New Yorkers live in basement apartments, many of them undocumented immigrants or low-income families. When flash floods hit, these homes become traps, with one exit, poor ventilation, and no warning. City officials are now facing calls to rezone, regulate, or even ban basement housing, a housing solution born from desperation that now turns deadly in extreme weather. This wasn't a freak accident. Scientists were quick to point out the pattern. Warmer air holds more water vapor. Northeast U.S. has seen a 60% increase in heavy rainfall events over the last 50 years. Storms are stronger, slower, and dump more water. The climate crisis is not coming. It's here. And it's overwhelming cities that were never designed for what's now normal. By sunrise, at least 7 people had died, most of them found in submerged vehicles or flooded basements. In New Jersey, a father was swept away while trying to rescue his children. In Brooklyn, an elderly woman drowned in her garden-level apartment. Officials warned the death toll may rise. With dozens still missing and parts of the city inaccessible, search and rescue teams continued scouring neighborhoods using boats, drones, and infrared scanners. In a Staten Island nursing home, Staff used office chairs to float oxygen tanks across a flooded hallway. In Harlem, volunteers formed a human chain to pull a man in a wheelchair from his sinking van. In Queens, a single mother clutched her toddler as they stood on their kitchen counter waiting 4 hours for rescue. 911 was overwhelmed. Firefighters were outnumbered. People saved each other. Videos surfaced of bystanders using ladders and ropes, helping strangers through flooded intersections. Even as chaos reigned, New Yorkers did what they do best: survive and help others do the same. New York City's stormwater system was designed in the early 20th century for rainfall totals less than 1.75 inches per hour. This storm nearly doubled that. And it showed. Subway chaos. Over 60 stations shut down. Trains stalled mid-track. Commuters waited for rescue as water surged past the platform edges. Airport shutdowns. LaGuardia and JFK suspended arrivals as runways flooded. Thousands stranded. Schools and businesses closed. Power outages darkened neighborhoods across Queens and Manhattan. Emergency alerts lit up every phone in the 5 boroughs. Flash flood emergencies were declared in New York and New Jersey, the highest level of weather alert, warning of imminent life-threatening floods. And still, the rain kept falling. By 5:40 p.m., forecasters were issuing alerts for locally heavy rain. But few expected what was about to unfold. At 6:12 p.m., the storm intensified, dumping more than 2 inches of rain in under 60 minutes, far beyond what New York's ancient sewer system could handle. Manholes exploded. Sidewalk grates frothed with sewage. Entire subway stations turned into underground rivers, sending commuters scrambling for high ground. Drivers trapped on FDR Drive called 911 as water rose past their doors. In Brooklyn, a woman live-streamed as water climbed to her steering wheel, her voice cracking in fear. In the Bronx, families in basement apartments had just minutes to escape before floodwaters swallowed staircases and front doors. Oh my God, this is real! We're underwater! A woman's trembling voice echoes from a flooded subway platform. Her phone's flashlight flickers against the torrent of muddy water cascading down the stairs. In the background, sirens wail, passengers shout, and the city that never sleeps is stopped cold, drowning in the dark. This was New York City on the night of July 15, 2025. In less than an hour, the Big Apple recorded one of the heaviest rainfalls in its history. Over 2.6 inches of rain poured into Central Park, submerging streets, highways, basements, and dreams. It wasn't a hurricane. It wasn't even a named storm. It was something worse, a slow-building, silent disaster born from broken systems and a warming world.